Hello everyone, welcome to part 69 of Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. So today we're going to be doing some more of the epic quests. We've already done all of Hunt Rank 6s, as you can see. I do still need to do like all the single monster quests to unlock Elatrion, but what we're going to do first is we've got a bunch of these quests, some more epic quests but in Hunt Rank 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we've got 4 of them to do. So I'm thinking of starting off with this one. It is the first one there is. It does actually look quite easy, I'll be honest. So I don't know how long this will take, but then we've got those other ones to do. But let's get on to this one. Oh, okay. Immediately here with Royal Luderoth. Hopefully there's no Azurus as well. Nope, okay, just Royal Luderoth. Let me check if they're all out at the same time or not. Okay, no, so we just got one Royal Luderoth out at like, you know, out right now, so that's fine. But then it did say we have 2 Azuruses to actually do, but that's not too bad. Well, I know why they did 2. It's the exact reason why I picked this quest, honestly, because he's easy. So 2 of them, that's fine. Anyway, let's get to fighting. Oh, I've had a oh, actually no, I wanted to mention that. I forgot about that. So yesterday I got the transmission service to my car. I've been mentioning that a bunch recently. So it's good and bad news. I mean, like, kind of half-half. So basically, the transmission is like, it's still working. Like, it's not horrible. When they pulled like the thing off, I can't remember what it's called. There was just a lot of metal shards in it, and the oil was very metallic. But at the same time, the trans literally hadn't been serviced in, like, I don't know, well, 90,000 Ks. I don't know how many years it's been. Like, you know, it was well overdue. So like they pretty much said it was like doom and gloom, like, you know, go buy a new trans pretty much right now. Like, don't push the car very hard at all. But the thing is, since the trans service, the car shifts a lot smoother. Obviously because, like, you know, new fluids, new filter, etc. But like, it's not currently, at least, it's not having any issues. So I think I might be able to get a bit more life out of it. I'm obviously going to, like, you know, be saving some money to go towards a new transmission when I eventually need to get one, or if I go down the route of a rebuild, but that's very expensive. But like, for now, it seems to be going quite well, because I mean, if you guys don't know, automatic transmissions, I would assume manual as well, but very specifically automatic, they, like, kind of what happens is they grind against each other, so then little metal fragments do break off, like little shards. There's literally magnets in most automatic transmissions to collect the metal shards. Like, that's how much they know there's going to be metal in it. And there was just like a lot of metal on those magnets and like in the oil. But like, other than that, I mean, it still works. So, and as I said, there we go. It shifts better than it did before. So I mean, it's doing better than it was. I'll have to see what happens as time goes on. So like, it's a negative and a positive. It's pretty much what I expected, where, you know, I probably do realistically need to get a replacement transmission or a rebuild within the next year or 2, I would say. Probably, let's say 2 years maybe. So I'm going to basically just start saving for it. Honestly, I would really love to do a rebuild, because rebuilds is better than just getting a second-hand transmission, because then it's pretty much guaranteed that, like, you know, it's like new, sort of. Like, not completely, but like, it's pretty much like new. Because if I got a second-hand one, you know, it might have other issues or something. Like, you know, you can buy them and try them, but like, you know, there could be issues that are only present at certain times. Because like, if I sold my transmission, like, it doesn't really have issues most of the time. So like, you wouldn't even really know, as an example. And it's hard to find transmissions for my car with low Ks anyway. So, you know, if I could do a rebuild, that would be great. But I'll tell you this, guys. So, to buy a new transmission, probably about 500, like a second-hand one. To get it fitted, about 700. So, you know, you're looking at 1.2 thousand. For a transmission rebuild, are you prepared for this? Somewhere in the region of just over $4,000. It could actually be more as well, because they just said the last one that they did of my transmission was 4,000, but it depends on how damaged it is. Like, they're basing the price off of like parts and labor and stuff. So if mine was, say, more broken than the last one they did, it could actually be more, or if it's less broken, it could be less, type thing. So they just quote, you know, around about 4,000, but it could be more or less. So yeah, it's very expensive for a rebuild. Honestly, like, if I could afford that and I had spare money, like just a random $4,000 lying around, I mean, wouldn't that be a dream? But anyway, if I did, honestly, I would do that, because it's a much better option than buying a second-hand transmission, because a rebuild will last way longer. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Maybe, you know, maybe in a year or 2 or something, when this transmission is much more close to dead, maybe I will have that money spare. Who knows? Probably not, but you never know. I mean, I can't see the future. Can you guys see the future? If you can, let me know. I want to know my future if you can. But yeah, so like, that's that. So like I'm not unhappy. I'm not completely happy, pretty much. It's like it's about what I expected, to be fair. I was really hoping that they would just say, oh yeah, it's perfect condition, even though, you know, oh, I forgot it did megas, damn it. Obviously that's wishful thinking. I mean, it's an automatic transmission with over 200,000 Ks on it. It's gonna be damaged. That's just what happens. But there you go. Exciting stuff, eh? I'm still gonna do all the other things I want to do. Like, the thing is, I could get a secondhand transmission and get it fitted. Like, I could afford that. I wouldn't want to use that money, but I could if I had to. So, like, you know, let's just say in a week or something, let's say the transmission blew up or something like that. I could get a new one, a secondhand one fitted if I had to. I wouldn't be able to drive the car for probably like a week or so, however long it would take to find a trans and then get them to install it and stuff. But there we go, little update. Oh, nice, it's limping already. But yeah, I wanted to give that update because, like, you know, I've been talking about it a lot, and I mentioned, well, I almost forgot to mention it, but I've mentioned it in a couple episodes. I think it was even last episode where I said, like, you know, I'll be getting the transmission service, you know, whenever it was. But other than that, like, yeah, I mean, it was, as I said though, since the service, it has been shifting nicer. So I mean, it's not completely dead, because like, since it's shifting better, it's like, you know, that's a positive sign. I mean, as I said, I will have to replace it or get a rebuild eventually. But hopefully it can, as I said, last another 1 or 2 years. That's what I really want. At least another year, if not another 2 years. I'll probably end up, like, if it's still surviving this time next year. Oh, there we go, he's dead. If it's still surviving this time next year, I'll probably get another service done, just so then, like, you know, they can check, like, how many metal shavings there are in it this time and all that sort of stuff, just to, like, you know, really just make sure. I mean, it doesn't actually need one that soon, but since it's old, I probably would do that just to make sure. Oh, there he is. Oh wait, oh, they're both in the same area at once. But I also wanted to mention, I just remembered I talked about this last episode as well. I think it was last episode. So I was saying that I might have to take the cat to the vet. I think I wrote in text that I did take her to the vet. I can't remember if I did or not. Anyway, I did end up taking her to the vet. She did have an issue. Pretty sure it's stress related, I think. So she got some antibiotics and some anti-inflammatory to try and make her feel better. And she's been doing perfectly now. No issues at all. She just, like, you know, just sometimes stress causes, like, I don't know, I don't think it was specifically a UTI this time, but it was some kind of bladder issue. And the vet said, yeah, like, you know, it's pretty much common with cats that get a bit, like, you know, that get stressed a bit easier than usual. And then the injections are supposed to last, I think he said they're longer lasting, so it's like a week or 2 or something. So that should be good for her to have. But she's already back to her normal self, as far as I've noticed, because I've been keeping an eye on her, you know, using the litter like normal, everything else like normal. She's happy as Larry. And she had like a couple mats in her fur as well that I couldn't get out. Nothing like crazy, just like, you know, when it goes to like winter and like cats get a little... Oh, my cat is playing. She's playing with the toy, if you can hear in the background. But you know, like when it goes season changes, and then like you try, like they just get like a little bit of mats. Because like I try and brush her, but she really doesn't like the brush. Like she'll tolerate it for a little bit, but she doesn't like it too much. So like I can't brush her heaps. I can brush her a bit, just not heaps. I'm obviously gonna have to brush her more often. Like I'll just have to try and get her used to it. But yeah, the vet, like, you know, cut those out as well, because I tried to cut them out. But like with the cat skin, it's really risky, because, you know, it's some of the mats were like, she had like 3 or 4, I think, and they were really close to her skin, so I didn't want to risk cutting her, because cat skin is notoriously fragile and like a bit weird. I don't know what like the specifics is about it, but basically like you really don't want to cut a cat's skin. Obviously, you don't want to cut anyone or any of your pet's skin. I'm just saying with cats specifically, it's even worse. I didn't want to risk it. But anyway, she's all happy now. She's all good, and everything is all chill with her. She was playing a second go, as I'm pretty sure you guys would have hear in the background. And yeah, she's chilling. She's happy kitty. But that one's dead already. Wow. But it was an unexpected expense. Luckily, like, the vet does afterpay, so like I could do that, because the full vet appointment is expensive. Just the consultation, like just getting the appointment. I think I was quoting last episode like 70 to 90. Yeah, it was 90 just for the appointment itself. And then like she had 2 different injections, so like you can imagine what it got up to. Luckily, she didn't need any tests, but you know, still expensive. So yeah, it's just annoying. And then I got to get petrol tomorrow probably. I was meant to get it the other day when it was cheap, and the price has gone up now, so I'm just gonna have to get like half a tank this time, I reckon. Adult life and money is so annoying. You guys that are adults or you know, working at least, you guys know what I'm talking about. And if you're in Australia, you know exactly what I'm talking about with the terrible cost of living. Jeez, everything's horrible. Like, I know this is a luxury, like a chocolate, like, you know, a chocolate block. I know that's a luxury. You don't have to have it. But just as an example, like a 180 gram block of chocolate in Australia is $8 when not on sale now. On sale, $5.50. 4-5 years ago, I know that's like a decent amount of time, but still, 4 or 5 years ago, they would go on sale for $2.50, and their normal price, I think it was like $4 or something. And then, like, you know, just even like at the end of last year, chocolate was, or mid last year, I think chocolate was like $6. Then it went to $7, and now it's gone to $8. And like that's all happened within like, honestly, 6-month period. So it's kind of crazy. I just honestly, I don't. It's like not even worth the buy anymore. I bought some Easter chocolate today because, like, you know, Easter was however many weeks ago. They had a bunch of it like 70% off. So I got a couple of those because they were like $2 each for like a box of eggs. I was like, there you go. There's the chocolate I want. I can hear Green Nugget Cougar. Oh, there he is. I was going to say, I wasn't sure where he was going to spawn in. I thought he might have spawned in a different location. But yeah, so I wanted to say I might actually have to do another fight this quest. This episode, I mean, 'cause I've only been recording 15 minutes. And we're already up to the last fight, and I imagine there's probably probably 3 or 4 minutes that I got to cut out, just because like I did take a little break just a second ago because my cat, which is in front of me right now, I hope she's not scratching the mic. Let me just pause for a second. Now she's just sitting on top of the computer. That's fine. If she was scratching the mic, I'm sorry, because I'm not sure what I can cut out there. But anyway, so yeah, we might have to do one more quest. I'll probably just do a single monster quest if we do, to be honest. But maybe this Green Nugget Cougar might take like, you know, 10-15 minutes. You never know. I mean, sometimes some of the monsters are just a pain in the butt. But the the Royal Luderoth and the Arzuruses, that was easy peasy. Also, I've started making a plan for a couple extra videos. So obviously I'm doing that Q&A. Hopefully recording that this Friday. That's when I have it planned to record. But I did a community poll recently where I like gave a few suggestions. Like I gave a few options. I was like, you know, what would you like me to see? And honestly, the one that I was kind of most excited for got the most votes so far, which is like the Forgotten Monsters of Monster Hunter, like mainline Monster Hunter. So I've actually already written up a bit of like, you know, some of the monsters that I want to show in it. But I'm thinking like there's actually quite a few forgotten monsters, so it might end up being like 2 parts, so like, you know, part 1 and part 2. And they'll be like their own standalone videos, but it'll be like, you know, Forgotten Monsters on Monster Hunter part 1, or just Forgotten Monster, I don't know. Either way, there might be like 2 of those videos because there's actually quite a few forgotten ones. And pretty much the premise of what those videos are going to be, I think, is basically I'm gonna like show the monster, etc., and then I'm just gonna like talk about it a bit. So like, you know, kind of like the hunt videos, it'll be sort of like that, but I obviously won't be like talking about its fight specifically. It'll be more lore stuff and a little bit about the fight. So like, you know, say something like Yamasakami, I'll talk about like its lore and like what it is, why it is, well, as much as we know, the last game it was in, and then like, you know, all that sort of stuff. And I'll maybe talk about its fight a little bit, like, you know, talk about its funny spin attack and its suction attack, all that sort of stuff. But that's like kind of the premise I'm going for. Now, one little issue I did discover is that obviously I haven't played 3 Ultimate yet, and there's a lot of forgotten, as you could call it, monsters in 3 Ultimate. So those monsters I will have to like base off of just what I can read on the wiki. So if you guys have played 3 Ultimate and you know a lot about the monsters that haven't been in many other games, can you write some stuff below? You don't have to if you don't want to, obviously, but like, you know, maybe monsters like, I don't know, Molten Tigrex, Ceodus, you know, all those sorts of monsters. To be fair, I'm not too sure if I'll focus. No, I will. I was going to say I'm not too sure if I'll put too much of the water monsters in, just because like. No, I will. What am I talking about? Of course I will. Oh, I didn't mean to change zone. But yeah, of course I will. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'll include some of those. But anyway, yeah, so there's like a lot of the 3 Ultimate monsters that I haven't really fought. I mean, as I said, obviously I can read up on the wiki and read about its lore and that sort of stuff. I'll talk about it. But like, you know, if any of you guys are 3 Ultimate connoisseurs, as you might be able to put it, if you want to write some stuff below or link some resources, let me know. I'm assuming you can put links in YouTube comments. I'm not sure, to be honest. If you can't, just hop on the Discord and send me a message or something. And obviously you don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you can. It will be very handy if any of you guys did. But yeah, so like, I'm sure those type of videos are probably all over YouTube, but I kind of want to do it myself. I am sort of thinking, okay, here's a question. How would you guys like me to format it? since there's probably going to be more than one part, would you like me to just kind of mix and match monsters, or do you want me to do it generations wise? So like, you know, the Forgotten Monsters of Monster Hunter first generation edition / second generation, you know, that sort of thing. And then like, you know, the Forgotten Monsters of Monster Hunter third generation edition, like that sort of stuff. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'll go up to 4th gen, just because like 4th gen, no, I'm probably 4 Ultimate actually. I'll go up to max, because like GU, World, all that, obviously that's all way too recent. But like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd gen primarily to me are like the real forgotten ones, especially with 3rd gen with all the water monsters. There will definitely be at least 2 parts, and it's primarily, I think it's primarily Gen 2 and 3. I'm not sure if there's many in Gen 1, but like, yeah, I'll probably do that. I mean, I know I'll probably go up to 4 Ultimate actually, yeah, just because like, you know, most people started in World, Rise, or Wilds anyway, so they probably wouldn't know about a lot of the monsters. But yeah, so how would you guys like me to do it? Would you, because they'll probably be roughly 10 minute, 15 minute videos, something like that, so nothing too long. So like, you know, there's actually quite a few forgotten monsters. So would you guys like, as I said, would you like me to do it second gen edition, 3rd gen edition, or would you like me to do it in just random order? So say like, you know, I would have like Theodis and Yamasakami in the same video, like that sort of thing as an example. Please let me know, because I need a bit of help with that, because I'm not too sure, because I was thinking of just doing it all in once, but I'm not too sure now. And obviously also I want to get your guys' opinion, because you guys, you know, you're the viewers and everything, and that would be very, very handy. Anyway, let's get this green naga down. I am sorry this video has been very, very talky. I mean, most of you guys like it. I've just been very talky. Like, honestly, earlier today, I wasn't in the best mood earlier today, to be honest with you, just because like, I had to spend a lot of money at the shops just for general food, like over $40 just for like, honestly, probably 4 days worth of food, and the shops didn't have eggs. And I usually have eggs for breakfast, so I just don't have eggs for the next couple of days. And then I wanted to get petrol, but then petrol went up by, it's like 30 cents a litre from the other day when I was going to get it. So when I was driving home, I was kind of annoyed. I wasn't in the best mood. So when I came home, I had to like, you know, take a little bit, just sit down, just chill out, relax, get my mind back in a proper mindset. And then yeah, and like, you know, all the expenses I had yesterday, because yesterday I had to pay for the transmission service, my car registration, and the vet all in one. Luckily it was only like 1/4 of the vet, because, you know, Afterpay it splits into 4 payments, but still, it was a very expensive day yesterday, so there was just a lot on my mind, I reckon. But I'm feeling quite good now after recording. It's funny, like, sometimes I don't feel like recording because I'm in a bad mood, but when I record, I usually feel better afterwards. Like, I'm in a better mood, because, like, you know, I'm talking and stuff, I'm, like, getting out of my head, which is kind of interesting, because I don't want to record beforehand, but then when I do, I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is good. But yeah, what I'm planning on doing, once I finish this recording, this is the last recording I'm doing for the day, but then I'm going to plan out those other videos, at least, like, the gist of them, because obviously, actually, this comes out on Friday. Damn, I actually forgot about that. I probably would have already been... Actually, I wouldn't have already recorded that video yet, I don't think. I don't know, I might do it Generations, now I'm thinking about, I don't know. Maybe I'll do... No, I don't know. Just still, comment below what you want me to do it as. I might have already recorded it, though, I'm not sure. I forgot that this comes out on Friday. I was thinking that this was Wednesday's video, even though it's Wednesday right now, so I'm not sure what I was thinking there. Oh god. Lucky. Oh no. Oh, wow, okay. I forgot that he does too, but luckily we didn't get hit. And last thing that I wanted to mention, my YouTube and all that's fixed now. Not the views and that they're still terrible for some reason. I'm not really sure what caused that, but anyway. I mean, like, issues I was having where it wasn't working, like it wasn't loading on my phone and all that, that's all fine now. They actually fixed that, so I'm very glad about that. So now I can, you know, upload shorts like normal, actually use YouTube Studio, because I hadn't been able to use it for a couple days. I could only check like analytics on the computer and stuff, which, you know, isn't bad, but, you know, let's say you're laying in bed and you get a comment and you want to reply to it, you can't, because the apps just won't load. And yes, I do. Sometimes when you guys get replies from me, I'm usually in one of 3 places. Usually at the gym, in bed, or just chilling at home. One of the 3. I reply to most comments usually in bed. I would say like in the evening, because it's like, you know, kind of, the day's over, everything's already uploaded, scheduled, everything else is done in the day, and I'm just like, you know, let's go through the comments now, and then I check what's new, then reply to all of them and stuff. or you know, reply to as many as I can. Usually there's enough. Like usually there isn't so many that I can't reply to, but sometimes some will just slip through and I won't reply or heart or whatever. Usually that doesn't happen, but sometimes it does. I've noticed it happen a few times because like I'll go back through my comments, you know, like a couple weeks later, and I'll check through them and I'm just like, wow, I never hearted or replied to this comment from, say, you know, a week or two ago. Wow, oops. I definitely think we'll just do this green Nagakuga. The episode, oh, there we go, he's dead. The episode probably won't be super long, maybe only 20 minutes, but I think I'll just keep it at that. So then, yeah, I reckon if I do one more, it'll probably then go a little too long. So I'll keep it at this, and that's not too bad anyway. It should be at least 20 minutes. That's a nice length video anyway. The actual quest itself was actually only 23 minutes, so I'm hoping this episode will be 20 minutes. I mean, I've been recording for 25 minutes. Oh yeah, I guess that's only 2 minutes-ish to cut out. That's not too bad. But yeah, so next episode, I might see if I can do 2 epic quests. I'm not sure. It just depends on how long they take. Next episode, if it takes like this amount of time, then I probably will do another one, maybe. Maybe not as well, though, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, obviously. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to join the channel as a member, you can. I'll show up on screen now the members we have. Thank you all very much. Please let me know about the forgotten monster type video. Let me know what you would like it as. Just keep in mind I may have actually already recorded it when this comes out. Probably not. I'm planning to record it on Friday. This comes out Friday night. Friday morning, Thursday night type thing, like, you know, 12 or 2. I can't remember when this comes out. So it should come out before I have to record it, but it depends, like, you know, if many people watch it and comment beforehand. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you then. Bye.